Hi there, my name is Wendy. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Stand Up to Parent and Grandparent Alienation. We're going to talk about some of the effects of alienation today, but first I want to do a little bit of a recap with you from my previous two episodes. The first one is the forms and the types of alienation. So we have the naive, the moderate, and the severe forms. Our types of alienators are the mild, the active, and the obsessed. The naive alienator or the mild alienator is one who will randomly say things derogatory about a targeted parent in front of or around that child. The active or moderate alienator is one who will impulsively lose their anger around the children and say derogatory things about the targeted parent. The severe or obsessed alienator is one who is determined to destroy a parent-child relationship, and they will stop at nothing to make sure that that happens. If you think you are an alienated parent, some of the good reading for you would be Divorce Casualties, Protecting Your Children from Parental Alienation. Divorce Casualties, Understanding Parental Alienation, and Beyond Divorce Casualties is reunifying alienated families. Some of the signs that you might want to look out for if you are an alienated parent are your visits with your child decline or they are withheld. And if you are speaking to a parent and they impulsively lose their anger and that child is around or in the same room with them, or if there is alcohol or drug abuse, which is a factor in the home. A severely alienated child will relentlessly have anger and hatred towards a targeted parent. The alienator makes the derogatory statements against the targeted parent in front of the child. The child then becomes so brainwashed by these things that the parent is saying that they actually decide themselves that they do not want to visit the targeted parent. The child's beliefs become immersed with the alienators, which means they actually start believing what the alienators are telling them, even though they are completely untrue. And the child has experienced good things with you growing up, but they will not recognize these things. It will be like it was a different lifetime ago for them, or they were a different person by then, or it was even an out-of-body experience for them. So they actually really believe what the alienator is telling them because the brainwashing goes so far. The child is not intimidated by the courts. Not only are they not intimidated by the courts, but they're actually not intimidated by any authority figure around them at all. The child has black and white thinking, which means that they don't see any good in that targeted parent whatsoever. The targeted parent, even though they've done good things for them growing up or whatever, they will not recognize these good things, and they're just full of hatred, and they just want to put the targeted parent down and abuse them in any way that they can, because they actually develop an obsession with that targeted parent as well, just like the parent does. So they actually end up having mimicking behavior and parroting behavior, which means that they will copy what the obsessed parent is doing. The child has no capacity to feel guilt or remorse and cannot forgive a parent for any of their past indiscretions. And as parenting, we all make mistakes. There's no handbook or manual. Most of it is all common sense. You either are a good parent or you're not a good parent. But the majority of us are good parents and have been good parents and have some stability with a good child in their home who is doing everything that they've done because that the targeted parent refuses to stoop down to the alienating parent's level. The child shares the obsessiveness with the alienator, and they become very abusive, and they talk very crassly about their targeted parent as well, And their hatred for that targeted parent actually goes beyond the targeted parent, because it goes to extended family as well as friends and peers. Anybody who's close with that targeted parent, the alienating child will have nothing to do with that person either, because they're the targeted parent and they think that nobody should have anything to do with that targeted parent. The child on the outside can seem like any normal, healthy child to anybody else. Unless they are asked anything about the targeted parent, then their defenses go up and the hatred for that targeted parent resumes. So if you are an alienated grandparent and you think that you are being alienated from your grandchildren, some good reading material for you would be When Parents Hurt, Done with Crying, The Journey from Abandonment to Healing. Those are 3 books that might benefit for you for your mental health state. Now, as well as the mental effects, I have lost 3 grandparent friends and 2 parent friends in the last month due to suicide. Why? Because of the court system, and it's unjust. Alienation is a very serious and damaging effect to our mental health. Many things happen when you are an alienated parent or grandparent. You suffer from severe depression. You have, with grandchildren and grandparent, that relationship is a bond that cannot be broken. A bond that is always there. A grandparent classifies it as a living bereavement when they are alienated from their own grandchild. The child is very much in the grandparent's heart still, and still very much alive, walking around society, so there's really no closure. So it's classified as a living bereavement. The thing is, we need to do is stand up and fight against it. We need to stop parental and grandparent alienation, and we need to do this together. I invite you to join our campaign for the whole month of November, which is spreading awareness to parent and grandparent alienation. Red and silver balloons, as well as a sign, can be made up and posted on your front porch or on a balcony or somewhere where it draws attention of the public. The red balloons are for parents and grandparents to show for their love for the children. The silver balloons are for grandparents. And you can do up a sign anyway saying whether you are an alienated parent or an alienated grandparent. And I invite you to join this cause. I have pictures posted up on my Facebook site, and you're more than welcome to post your pictures up as well. And the site is on Facebook, and it's called Alienated Parent and Grandparent Peer Support Group in Canada. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any important updates on what's going on around our city or in the world of Facebook as well. So take a stand with me and let's stop parental and grandparent alienation together. On my next segment, we will talk about the laws and grandparents' rights across the world and across the globe. Whether you are in Canada, United States, or the UK, this is a growing epidemic, and it involves the world. And it's growing every day, and it's getting bigger. And we have to stand together to get it to stop. So join me in this great cause to stop parents and grandparents from being alienated and vote for reuniting families. Thank you, and we will talk to you next time.